This is the square technique drill. So what we're going to do is start with basic inward grips on both sides. So we're going to work the right hand first. Start with an outward retraction to a basic forward grip with a strike, emphasis with a strike. Going to bring it across to your left shoulder, the outside part of your left shoulder, and then strike back across to the outside horizontally. Then do an inward retraction to finish the move. So it's a flip strike, chamber to the left arm, strike across horizontally, and an inward retraction. So again, do an outward retraction to a basic forward grip with a strike, chamber, strike across, and retract. Then you move on to the left arm, do the same thing. So we're going to do from an inward grip down to a basic forward grip, downward strike, chamber, strike across, and an inward retraction. Again, chamber it in here, bring it in here, strike out, chamber the horizontal strike, strike across, and inward retraction. Go ahead and practice that. Have them practice a few reps, then we'll move on to the next part of that drill. This is the halves variation of the square technique drill. So we're going to start with the basic inward grip again. Just like in the original part of the drill, we're going to flip out with a flip strike. Now what you're going to do at the same time you pull across to chamber, you're going to do a flip to a basic forward grip with your left hand. Then you're going to do your horizontal strike, and at the same time flip the left hand back in and finish that tech drill. So again, you're going to start with that flip strike with the right hand, come across chamber and flip out with the left hand. As you strike across with the right, you'll flip back in with the left and do an inside retraction with your right hand. So again, it's out, in, back. Or maybe I should say that again. Flip strike, out, in, and in. So go ahead and do that. Do the left hand as well. So you do your strike, bring it across, flip out, flip it back in, and flip the left hand back in. Again, so flip out, chamber and flip, strike and flip back in. So go ahead and work that part of the drill and then move on to the next. This is the square technique drill where we're going to put the halves together. So we're going to start with that right hand flip strike, chamber, and bout to a facing forward grip with the left hand, strike and retract, over and do your flip strike with the left hand. Chamber and take the right hand out, strike with the left and retract with the right, and then retract with the left. So again, do that again. So there's your flip strike, chamber, left hand goes out, left hand comes in as you strike with the right, rechamber and flip strike with the left. So that's the start of the second half. Chamber the left hand, flip out the right, strike and flip back in, and retract with your left hand. One more time, practice this. There's your flip strike, here, flip strike, chamber, strike, and retract. All right, practice that and get going with the kids. Have them do several times. Practice probably at least 10 times on that technique. This is the strike, block, and counter drill, random angles with stepping. And so like all our previous attack and counter attack drills, the attacker will step in, except this time they're going to step with either foot and strike with either hand. It can be any of the 12 striking angles. Now the defender is going to step back and do your block and counter. Doesn't matter what the block is as long as it works for the attack. And then do any kind of counter attack. It can be a strike, stab, hit, either hand, whatever they want to do. Now, after that's happened, remember the attacker is not going to block any of the counter attacks. Then the attacker will step forward again and do another strike. So the attacker is going to step forward on the first attack and then step forward for the second attack. The defender is going to step back, block, counter, and then step back, block, and counter again. So this drill is going to be really slow. Make sure you emphasize to the students, the attackers especially, not to go fast. It should be nice and slow, not even half speed, so the defender can think about what they're doing because they don't have the repetitions to be able to do this quickly and automatically. All right, run that drill and let them have some fun.